segment, Vitu Vidogo, where we shall showcase how small things done in the right way, not necessarily in an extraordinary manner, they can have a great impact, making ordinary lives extraordinary and making countries and systems of governance work much better to serve our communities. You are with me, Kaberere Kariuki. Welcome, Vitu Vidogo. Hello everyone, my name is Kaberere Kariuki, and I want to start a segment. It's a conversation really on how to make just a comparison. I'm here in Canada and I would need to make just a comparison of how we run things here and how they are run back home, what we can learn from each other, what we can implement. This was inspired really by seeing, sometimes we have, like we saw with the Gen Z, big up Gen Z, we saw with the Gen Z movement uprising on last year, June 25th, 2024, that the need to do better for our leaders. And this is not to cast a blame, a blanket blame on everyone. It's just that on what we need to do to make things better, you know. This was just inspired really. Like, let us have an observation, an opinion. So without further ado, I'm in this great city of Markham. As you can see it, it's called Markham City. I hope you can see the wording. Every letter looks so nice with a snow cap, you know, just at the top. Usually don't look much like this. It's just that now it's winter, but it's gonna look really lovely in spring, and I can't wait to show you how it's gonna look like in summer. It really is cold out here. Oh, it seems like the snowplow hasn't yet come on this side of the street. That's why you can see you have so much snow on it here. But I like the way when it comes to when it snows, the city will make sure that the snow is cleared out on the busy sidewalks. I'll start with one of the most important part integral part of our society in Kenya and as well as in Canada. Welcome to the Canada Post. Yes, what you can see here is called the Albert Jackson Processing Center. And believe it or not, this post office here, this block that you can see there, all the way so far, you know, so big, and you can see so many docks on there. This is Canada's largest processing center for Canada Post. The post office is is an integral part of Canadian society. And just a brief introduction was Albert Jackson was a black man. He was the first black man to be a mailman in Canada. And he came to Canada through the Underground Railroad. Those who know history know the Underground Railroad was a way where black or slaves of African descent were running away from the United States and crossing over into Canada. But that does not mean that Canada did not have some form of racism. In fact, he faced a lot of challenges before he became a mailman. Many people had refused him. They were saying, I don't want no Negro to come bring me mail on my doorstep. So today, being a February, is a month of February 2025, in North America we have Black History Month. This is just, I'm just saying that so that you can know, at least have a basic background to know about this great man, Albert Jackson. The Albert Jackson Processing Center is so huge, and one thing that intrigued me, so that I make this segment, is that the post office in Kenya is dying, but the post office here in Canada is thriving. What is happening? Why are we not able to utilize our post office and make it a great employer? It has very great potential. Instead of shutting it down, these people, they're still building and making it bigger and better. So I think, for me, if you ask me, then that is why I make this video, is to challenge the appointing authority to make sure we have the right people in such establishments. Instead of shipping our young men and women abroad to go and work, the post office is a great employer. Just look at it. It is so big. And I have my own line of thought that I think we can make our post office great again, so to speak. I know some Kenyans don't want to hear about great again because of Donald Trump, especially Canadians. Now you're having a tariff war. But anyway, to digress, the post office is a great employer, and it is an integral part of our society which we cannot do without. So I would like you to hold that line of thought, and maybe I may have just a few things to say. Before I go and make my case, I just want you to notice who is the next door neighbor to the largest Canadian Post Processing Center, so that now we can have a conversation, the point that I want to drive home. Ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to Amazon. This is just next door, really, to the Canada Post, as I was saying. I think by now, if you look closely, you can see that big truck there with the Canada Post logo and sign. Yes, that is just what I meant. Like, just look, they are coexisting side by side, and this is just one of the big Amazon's facilities. What am I trying to get at? What I'm trying to get to here is that they virtually do one or the same. It's just that maybe Amazon, yes, is an online store. It could be bigger. It's one of the largest online stores or companies in North America, or maybe possibly in the world. But the businesses, one does not have to shut down the other for the other to exist. And when I look in Kenya, I see these big companies. They are there. FedEx is there. UPS is there. G4S is there. They are doing deliveries of parcels and mail. So why is Kenya Posta Kenya? Why is Kenya Post or Post Office dying a slow, grueling death? What is happening? And I think we have to rethink even how we do things, because if you ask me, one of the things I was having a conversation I was having with some friends was we have refused to have physical addresses done nicely, and I may showcase a couple of things, because I'm in one of the neighborhoods here, and one thing I would want you to notice is that we have physical addresses. Each house is numbered. I will not go maybe to specific houses here. That's a violation. But I think this is what we need to have. And with the creation of counties, every house or every building should have a physical address with a number on it. We should have very well named streets with appropriate for different houses. I'm just gonna give an example. Like if you look at this street, this is Elson Street. Elson Street and Merridale. Elson Street is the one that goes from my left to the right, and the one where this car is coming from. And if it would have proceeded to my right, that is Merridale. So every house here is numbered. I would not want to go to specific houses. That again, I don't want to violate other people's privacy. But you can see each house is numbered. Maneno ya ukipita nyumba ya blue, kuna gate ya green. Pita hapo, uliza ule mama anakaa sijui hapo, kuna kasoko, kuna watu wanduthi hapo, wakulete kwa ile gate imeandikwa Mama Boy. Ama ulizie kwa Mama John, utaambiliwa. I think we need to do away with that. And instead of our good bonus years trying to tell Kenya that I will shut down the internet, I think it is time they sit down maybe with the Ministry for Housing, for Lands and ICT and look down and try to give physical addresses. So that, and you see, that is how you can revive maybe our post office. They will have to rethink maybe in terms of, because the post office is the one that actually gives those addresses. It is not given by the private institution. No. The post office is the one that actually gives and the post office here is very integral. Like for every planning and zoning, before you build any building, the post office here in Canada is the one that it will come and approve. In fact, they choose the first site where they're gonna put their own mailbox. I don't know, hapo kwa mailbox, maybe it may be a bit tricky because we know Kenya we have vandals, but some of the mailboxes are like this one. Whereas if the guys from Canada Post, when they come, because sometimes maybe short-staffed, they can deliver the mail directly to the house, or they can give you a mailbox like this. So they just bring your mail closer to your house, and they send it there. Or if you have a parcel here, they can just bring it here, or you can just drop your, like the red box here is where they put in, you see, they deposit the mail. If you deposit a mail here before 8 a.m., it will be picked up early, daily, Monday to Friday, except on statutory holidays, and of course that is French for you. So here is a couple of just the examples of, let's see how it looks in full, of the things that I think we can really learn and try to integrate in our societies. That is what tries, when the post office usually names, they are given that priority to pick up spots where they put their mailbox. They try to pick a place where it will be easier for their employees just to come and leave the mail, and somewhere that is also very central, because I think right now what we are having, we are killing an industry that has great potential. And when I say that is because Canada has 40 million people, and in Kenya we have 55 million. I mean, those are 15 million more packages, so to speak. I mean, so there's enough to go around. And I think we can, with the right people in the right place, the post office can be of real big wonder. In fact, some other thing maybe I also have to say is a matters of trust. We also need to have a trust culture. Some things do not cost money, like trust. When it is lost, then really you cannot have business in a place where you have no trust. Like if you send a package and it cannot arrive, That is also one thing that Kenya Post needs to work on, that the integrity, even for the workers and everyone else, it needs to work. I've sent parcels, package, and sometimes it has not arrived. You know, and now that you have gotten rid of the KCPE, I think Posta Kenya is going to fall further, because we initially we were having though we sent post cards and success cards, and it was like a bonus every end of the year, and now it is done. So I don't know how they are going to emerge from that, because the KCPE was over, and then KCSE, if this system of the new system, education system that has come up, is gonna get rid of the KCSE success cards as well. So I don't know. You guys, you need to really think, reinvent yourselves, get the right people to do these things, and because it's not that the business of sending parcels and packages is over. The delivery business is there. It's just that it has shifted. The Kenya Post has lost its number one mandate to serve the Kenyan people and to serve Kenyans globally. If you look here, like even here, like in places even like our neighboring America, Kenya, their post office is so trusted such that you can cast a vote on the post office and it's sent, it is mailed there. We cannot close this postal section without having a look on how the actual post office works. So we're gonna go inside this building, the Shoppers Drug Mart, and see how the post office in Canada works. You are going to realize that the post office here has a symbiotic relationship with this store known as the Shoppers Drug Mart. What is the Shoppers Drug Mart? Shoppers Drug Mart has a combination of three things in one. One, there's a general section where you have just shopping for supermarket and groceries, day-to-day items. Two, there's another section where they have a pharmacy where they have like ordinary medicine like painkillers and things that you rub on yourself. The other one is that they have other things like the perfume section, that is the body wash and other body body wash and other items. And I mentioned about the drugs. The drugs are mostly the general ones that are sold to the general public. You can pick it out like the painkillers, but others are like prescription medicine. So the post office, they have that section all the way at the back where as I'm gonna walk in, you will see what I am talking about. So you can see here we have the front section. So you have that is the cosmetic section, the perfumes, the lotions, the makeup, as you can see for yourself. And then as I'm gonna walk in, maybe you have the magazine sections here, and of course the lotions. That is you can see the shampoo section and things like that. And the other thing that is gonna replace this is a self-checkout. This thing is gonna replace cashiers, but you need to have human supervision, because sometimes people just walk in and walk out with stuff. As you can see at the back, you can see the health watch prescription. That is the pharmacy section where you have pharmacists. So there are some medicine like maybe diabetics and things like that. So insulin. So you cannot just pick that at the counter. And when I got all the way at the back, that's where you have the post office. And you can see now the day-to-day section. They make sure they put it all the way at the back so that you can always walk. And you know, the post office, you need to send your mail, so you will go there whether you want it or not.
Pharmacy queued.
That is where you can see the post office is, and they also have their own things they sell. They sell the packaging, the envelopes. I hope you can see they have their packaging they sell, and also when you have that special package, you can put it in a box, and they can also give you a post office box if you want. Yes, it's a postal box. It's also secure. If they send you a key maybe at your house, then you can come and retrieve the item here if it is something that is valuable. And with that, I think I can conclude that section of the post office, that you can see it's an integral part of the society. We cannot do without it, and we need to revamp our post office the way it's supposed to be. Maybe if you put uchumi on some of those post offices that are big, they can work hand in hand. So these parastatals that used to be together, they can somehow find a way to revive. You know, we can revive them. We can have them run professionally. No tribalism, no nepotism, professionally, because Kenyans can do it as these Canadians have done it. Otherwise, we always keep reinventing the wheel, and people always come in, and those people, the investors, they always come in, they take money and take it outside the country, and we'll always be working for peanuts. Let us own this thing, let us own our own businesses, and let us run our country effectively. Thank you very much. This is a section of Vitu Vidogo. It's the small things that matter. Step by step, we always do, you know, a journey of 1,000 miles start with one step. So thank you everyone. Please subscribe and share. Thank you.